In this video, I'll explain a simple technique for stopping worry that will help you to relax and also work towards solving the problem that is causing the worry. This technique comes from the book How to Stop Worrying and Start Living by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie also wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People, so he's a brilliant author. I applied this technique to a worry in my own life and it helped so much that I decided I have to share it. The technique is very simple, it's just 3 steps. Step 1. Analyse and work out what is the absolute worst possible outcome of the situation. Step 2. Accept that outcome. Step 3. Work towards improving the worst possible outcome. It sounds very simple, but it actually works. So here's an example of how this really helped in my life. I was in my second year of university when I decided that university wasn't for me and that I wanted to leave and start my own business. I was very happy with the decision and I knew that it was right. The only issue was that I'd already signed a contract to live in a house in my 3rd year. The contract said that I had to pay for the room unless I found someone else to take my place. So I was tied into the contract and was worried that I would waste money having to pay for a room that I wasn't going to use. The total amount I would have to pay was around £4,000. This made me worried and it felt like a big task to try and solve, and to be honest I just ignored it for a little while and I didn't take any action because I thought it would take too long and distract me from what I was working on in my business. At the time I was listening to this audiobook and I heard this technique and applied it to my situation. So, step 1, analyse and work out what is the absolute worst possible outcome of the situation. First I thought about the absolute worst thing that could happen. This would be paying the £4,000 for the room and not even living there. Step 2, accept that outcome. I accepted paying the £4,000. It's quite a lot of money, yes, but it could be earned back and it wouldn't be detrimental to my life. Also, my plans for my online business was to make much more money than this each and every week, so I knew in the end it wouldn't matter. Step 3, work towards improving the worst possible outcome. So now I'd accepted the fact that I might pay the £4,000 and realised it really wasn't all that bad. I started to relax and the ideas about improving the worst possible outcome started to pop into my head. The first idea I had was maybe I could find someone much easier if I advertised the room at half price. I'd pay the landlord £2,000 and the other person would pay the other £2,000. Next I thought about how the contract was around 10 months long and I realised I wouldn't have to pay the £2,000 in a lump sum, so I could pay £200 a month for 10 months instead. Then I had the idea of offering a reward for finding someone to take my room. I'd give whoever found a person to take my place in the house £500 reward for doing so. This whole process only took around 10 minutes. In 10 minutes I'd gone from paying £4,000 to £500. The ideas kept flowing because as the amount I was going to pay reduced more and more, I was feeling better and better about the situation. I thought about reducing it further. What if I just paid someone £10 an hour to search online for someone to take my place? I thought in reality it would probably only take around 8 hours of proper work to find someone, so this would be £80. I was very happy to accept an £80 loss, as it was literally 50 times smaller than the £4,000 I'd already accepted losing. You know what actually happened? The first day I took action, I messaged the other people who were going to be living in the house to quickly ask if they knew anyone who was interested, and they'd already found someone. I messaged him, gave him more information, and he really liked the place. Within a week or so, and about an hour of effort, I was released from the contract and the other guy took my place. It was that easy, but my worry about the situation had actually stopped me from taking action. Remember, if you devoted half as much time to solving your problems as you do worrying about them, you wouldn't have any problems. Mark Twain said, "I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened." And this shows an example. I had worried needlessly because just a little action towards fixing the problem and it was gone. Most of worry is simply confusion. If you get enough facts, worry will disappear in the light of knowledge. When I am worried, I try to see things in their proper perspective. I think in 2 months' time from now, I'll not be worrying about this, so I should adopt that attitude now. So to summarise, step 1, work out what is the absolute worst outcome of the situation. Step 2, accept that outcome. Step 3, work towards improving the worst possible outcome. Apply this to your worries and they will quickly shrink and eventually disappear completely. Remember, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it never gets you anywhere.